Alright, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's about 2:30 on May 30th, 2019, and not a whole lot going on right now. We have just one cell over here and maybe some heavier stuff over here where it's a little warmer, but again, it's kind of cool outside, and that may help to temper the thunderstorm activity once again today. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does. We just have this one cell over there. We can look at the, whoops, we can look at the radar, which is here, and you can see just a very light shower here, and most of the activity so far are not really close to our area. If we go look a little further west, you'll see that there are some heavier storms in this area, again, where it's warmer. But again, we have that cool marine air over us. So there is a severe thunderstorm watch in place, it looks like, for, let's take a look and see. Yeah, for, it looks like just west of Ocean County, there's tornado warning. So there is severe weather to the south, but nothing really in our area, again, because I think it has to do with the temperature. Again, with the temperature keeping cooler, I think maybe we'll miss out just like we did yesterday. Hopefully, we will. Tom's River 73 degrees. Look at the dew point, though, 69. So there is humidity to fuel these storms, at least in Jersey. What about in our area? What are the dew points here? 62 and the dew point's 57, so it's much more comfortable here, as always, and therefore this might help to temper the severe weather. I think it will, but we'll have to look at the models and see. Weather Service is still saying a chance of heavy rain possible. So let's go look at the models and see what the models are saying as far as what these storms are what's gonna happen with these storms. All right, so yeah, it's actually pretty close. The NAM's actually pretty close to accurate. Let's see. All right, still has them popping up, holding together. Well, it has them really intense over Jersey, and then weakening over Long Island, and this would be affecting us right around 8 o'clock or so. So we'll have to see what happens with that, and then another line forms over there. So we'll have to see, but let's see how the NAM is modeling the temperatures, because if the temperatures are too warm, that may be affecting the output of the model. No, it's right on with the temperatures, but alright, well, let's go back to the radar thing, and we'll look at the HRRR and see how the HRRR is modeling it. Yeah, it has it falling apart when it gets toward us. I really think it will, because it's just cool air. So I think it will have a similar effect to what we had yesterday. It's the cool air, I think, but nothing can be certain. But again, I think Jersey will probably wind up getting hit harder than we will. Pennsylvania, obviously, is getting the worst of it. But that is does not look too bad on the HRRR. We'll get the HDRPS as well. Yeah, HDRPS kind of has it just falling apart into a big area of rain. That's how it gets to us. Big area, heavy rain. Yep. That's what I'm thinking right now. So let's go and look at the actual amounts of rain that we're going to get, because that may be more of an issue than anything else for us. Is just more flash flooding. Yeah, some areas of the island could see an inch, possibly. Yep. And let's look at the NAM for that as well. Yep. So I think the main threat is going to be heavy rain for our area. That there could be some flooding around when these things hit. So we'll have to keep our eye out for this. This again is between the 7 and 9 o'clock time frame. Well, keep our eye on it, I guess, but that's what it's looking like right now. Heavy rain would be the main threat for our areas. Severe weather maybe further west. Again, because we have this cool, stable marine air in place, and that kind of helps to, weaken the storms, at least the severe parts of them. All right, so let's look a little bit beyond today here. Let's go back to the GFS, and let's look at the temperatures. So as we go into tomorrow, you will see the temperatures will cool down quite a bit. Looks like No, they won't. Sorry, that was the morning. No, wishful thinking. It'll be up near 80. Unfortunately, it's about 8 degrees above normal. And we're going to be above normal again on Saturday. 8 degrees above normal. And a little bit cooler on Sunday. And then maybe we finally get some more relief on Monday and Tuesday into next week. And we'll look a little more into next week here. But it's short-lived because it warms right back up again on Wednesday. And Thursday, maybe a little bit, you can see some heat in the west in there. And I guess this all points to the jet stream pattern, which we'll have to look at toward the end of this video here. Looks like as we get into later into June, maybe it does cool off a little more. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But, you know, the long range can be tricky as far as that goes. Let's look at the dew points, because after today, they should come down. So, yeah, we have a little humidity coming in the night, maybe with those storms. Then it dries out tomorrow. Dew points go down to around 50, and they start creeping back up again later Saturday, probably. Nothing too bad. Sunday probably would be a little more on the uncomfortable side, but it keeps Long Island away from the worst of it. And then, yeah, you can clearly see that strong cold front coming through on Monday, and that'll really bring us some much more comfortable air as we get toward Monday and Tuesday. Let's look at the skies. Alright, so it does look like it does clear the skies out tomorrow, and we could have a clear day. That would be nice. That's what this model has anyway. Saturday maybe too, a little bit before some more clouds roll in, and then Sunday we'll have more clouds. Then Monday, maybe we can get rid of the clouds. Tuesday might be a really nice day, and then we're going to be dealing with more clouds again. So, all right, let's go and look at the CONUS and just look at the jet stream so we can get a general idea of the pattern we have. Alright, so this is today. See that ridge. But we do have a little trough coming into the weekend. A little bit, looks like you have like a little bit of a split jet stream flow. And then you can see that trough, that sharp trough there. That'll bring us some much cooler air. But then that ridge tries to build back again. You can see jet streams away in Canada, which is not good. And, yeah, so it's still an indication of some heat somewhere in this country. So we're going to actually go and flip it over to the temperature anomaly. This will show us where the heat is. So again, we're starting at the end here. So this is mid-June. Looks like the east is above normal. Yep. And you only have that one cool down for next week. So that Monday, Tuesday time frame looks like some really nice weather. That you're going to be sweating. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, nothing really highly abnormal, no real major anomalies. But again, if we go and we look and we take this out a little further to the North America anomaly, you see we have these way above normal temperatures in the Arctic. This is a big problem. This is a big concern when it comes to climate. You have this, it's called Arctic amplification, and we have these really above normal temperatures, and this is going to help to really melt the ice quite quickly, or what's left of it. I think we're going to get very close to seeing an ice-free Arctic this year. This is a satellite image, by the way. You can see it's cloudy, but you could also see that there's some haze off to the south. I think this is smoke from the wildfires in Mexico, I think. I'm not sure. Let's look at this and see if we can. Don't think we have an image up for today, but we can look and see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. It's hard to see from this, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Let's look at the planet here for a little bit. Do a little more extensive weather update. We'll look at earthnullschool.net and take a look at our ocean temperatures and our aerosols and things like that. So, sea surface temperature anomalies. Let's see what we have. Alright, yeah, we have some big anomalies remaining off the east coast. Then we have some really cold water too. This is all, the cold water is all water that's melting off the melting of the ice. So that's all the cold water. So you actually have a negative 6.4 degrees Celsius, or 11, almost 12 degree area of below normal water over here. But then right next to it, you have a 12-degree above normal area of water. So you have this area of extreme difference between the two water. It's almost like there's a little front in the sea surface temp there, you know. But that is very much above normal. And if we go and we change this to the actual sea surface temperature, that is 26.7 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Fahrenheit in this area here. But if you go off New England, it's nice and chilly, and it's 48. So, yeah, that's interesting. Alright, let's shift over to the air mode, and let's look at the aerosols, particles. Alright, you could also, let me get this out of the way here. Got all that dust coming off the Sahara, so you have that dust, but you also have the smoke, and that smoke in the atmosphere from all these wildfires is helping to fuel the yeah, you can see some, looks like there's some smoke over here too. I don't know if there's a fire over here or not, and you got all these fires up here too in Canada too. So, but all these particles from all these fires help fuel these storms and make them more severe because there's more particles. There's more particles in the atmosphere, so there's more things for the water to condense on to create clouds and rain. So that's another thing that affects our climate. Now, the ice. And that'll be it. Look at the ice. So I don't think we're going to see severe weather, but you never know. We might. I'll look at one more thing before I wrap up this weather update. So this is the sea ice concentration. You can see a lot of thin ice over here. So the ice is melting very rapidly, which is very, very concerning. We'll have to keep an eye on that too. So I'm just going to look at the Ventus sky. And the last thing that I want to look at here is the thunderstorm threat. So this is shows you the Cape here, and I don't, let's see if that's, no, it's off to the west. See, it's not over us. We're not at the lifted index. No, off to the west. So this is what may keep the severe weather away, but we may still have a similar heavy rain event like what we had last night. Anyway, that does wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.